Understanding the dynamic of authority is essential to the police dynamics teaching. And the best illustration that we have of this principle at work actually happened about 2,000 years ago in this very place, the city of Capernaum, along the Sea of Galilee. Because see, during that time, the land of Palestine was under the Roman rule, and the Roman government would appoint a representative to represent them within the various villages and towns around the kingdom. Such was the case here in Capernaum. The Roman government appointed a representative known as the Centurion. He was a law enforcement official at that time, and he was responsible for maintaining the law, order, health, safety, and morals of this particular village. Now, this centurion that was assigned here in Capernaum actually built this synagogue. We believe these to be the original stones from the synagogue that the centurion in Capernaum helped build during that time. And he had a servant on his staff that was very ill. He was on the verge of death. He heard that Jesus was in town, so he sent word to him. He said, "I've got this servant that's about to die. Will you come and heal him?" And Jesus essentially said, "Sure, I'll be glad to come. We'll come there to your house and we'll heal him right up and he'll be good as new." That's a paraphrase, but words to that effect. The centurion said something very profound at that point. He said, "First of all, don't come to my house. I'm not even worthy to have you come under my roof." Secondly, he said, "I too am a man under authority. And I have soldiers that work underneath me. And if I tell that soldier to go, he goes. If I tell that soldier to come, he comes. If I tell that soldier to go do something, he goes and does it. So you don't have to come to my house. All you have to do is speak the word and it will be done." Now what was he doing? He was recognizing the authority of Jesus. He says, if you're who you say you are, the Son of God, God in the flesh, Savior of the world, great physician, all you have to do is speak the word and it will be done. Now, you know, that's how it's supposed to work in real life, in our organizations. If all the layers of authority are lined up correctly, then the one in authority should simply have to speak. It should flow down the chain of command to the proper level and it should get done. It doesn't always work that way. And one of the reasons is we have renegades at all these different levels within our chains of command. But Jesus marveled at the faithfulness of the centurion. He said, "In all of Israel, I've not seen this kind of faith." This is a Roman soldier. He's a pagan, for crying out loud. He's got more faith than those of you who call yourselves the children of Abraham, the very man of faith himself. Now, Jesus did, in fact, heal the servant of the centurion. But the point I want to make is this. The centurion did not say, "I am a man of authority, and I have soldiers that work underneath me. I tell this one to go, he goes. That one to come, he comes. That one to do, and he does." He didn't say that. He said, "I too am a man under authority," because he understood this principle. And he understood the only time he had any right to tell anybody else what to do, to go, to come, to go do, is when he himself was lined up under his authorities, because that's where the only true and legitimate power comes from. You know, this is the principle in our life. You're the modern day centurions. For those of you that are police officers, you are the modern day centurions. You spend your whole day telling people what to do. Come, stop, go. Let me see your driver's license. Step out of the vehicle. Put your hands behind your back. Watch your head. You spend your day giving people instructions. How dare you? How dare you tell anybody else what to do unless you yourself are lined up under your authorities? Because that's where the only legitimate power comes from. It flows down this chain of command, this positional authority, the power of position, the power of policy, built into the life of a professional law enforcement officer that exercises his authority appropriately and does not allow his ego to get in the way of accomplishing the job.